What's up, Trinbago Vibe peeps? Welcome to our episode of Sunday Vibes Live, right? I know we're supposed to start earlier and yeah, normally we're supposed to start 8 o'clock, but I'm having some technical difficulties. Normally I would, use my phone to as a main camera, and for some strange reason, the USB cord doesn't want to connect to OBS Studio, so I had to go back to 720p right here on the laptop, we can already have us trying all kinds of try and sort this out before coming online, but what's certified boss? What's up, what's going on with my voice? I'm not sure actually. You hear me properly? Let me just check out something. I wonder if I'm able to hear myself. So let me check something. Audio. Yeah, we did this right here on this screen. I should have done this before. There's audio input capture. Oh, sorry. What? Oh, I honestly do not know what's going on. There's like one thing after the next. I'm trying to figure out this software and I'm not sure. Let me change the volume. So let me switch off this mic. Let me know how.
Alright, how is that sounding? It's still sounding robotic or it's like normal? Let me know. So I just asking because I'm trying something here. So it's still sounding robotic. Okay, better. Alright, cool. It's probably the connection to the power. So we will run with that as it is at the moment. Huh, dread. I just think it's just going haywire at the moment. But welcome to another Sunday Vibes Live. If I sounding a little robotic, well, I just always be. I'm gonna try something else, and let me just see on microphone. Let me see how that sounds. Is that any better? If not, let me know. This was looking so good Friday. Yeah, so Friday we went. I did a stream on the membership, and like since then I've I've gotten a few other problems that needs to be sorted out. Let me try and close off some stuff. I don't know. It sounds clearer. All right. Well, we'll run with that, Karina. Thank you all. For inputs on that because I wouldn't know because normally I don't have the headset on, so I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. So how are you all today? You just see my eyes all over the screen because I'm still trying a few things to, sort things out. So yeah. So I've been trying to sort things out, so we go run with this for now. I am good, Tread. So if my boss is asking if I'm using a laptop, yeah, I've been using a laptop to do all these live. So I'm not sure if it's the GPU or the CPU or it finally kind of going through because I don't really have a screen, so I have to, run into our TV monitor there. So yeah. So long as it's hearing clear, I am good. First world, welcome. Let's do about this. Welcome to the vibes. Sunday vibes live. So we just go back to the little old school cameras. I just giving you all the updates just for transparency for those of you who missed out. Normally, you run the video through this, but you don't want to connect to OBS. And I normally have this cue, the Samsung. Let me take off this. Yeah, this is my normal mic, and apparently it's probably something with the coding, because I know OBS have been giving me problems and have been exiting. I've tried to just reinstalled it. So it's like I might have to actually look at probably Streamlabs going forward. But this was a nice run while it lasted. Or I might just go back to the regular phone YouTube and stuff. But I just won't be able to, switch it around like I'm gonna do in this one. So, at we're trying new things this year, 2024, just in case you missed the live last week. Happy New Year. We in January. We in what we call Fete season, Carnival season, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I've been trying this thing here, and well, yeah, I posted this earlier. You would have seen me post this earlier, and yes, for ladies out there, who ladies on the stream, if you want to join this is being put on by me in main stage, avid supporter on the channel. And yeah, but the main thing I wanted to show you all. Oh wait, yeah. So let me just show you. You can always go in the community tabs, check out the Sweat to the Fed 4 weeks, 4 workouts. Is a free workout. Like if you wanted to try to win the prizes in it, and I think they have Fed tickets and they have main stage activewear. You'd have seen when what I've done the board games on the live, right? They sponsored those lives, and we was able to give away some compression socks. So you can always check out main stage activewear. Yeah. But normally I would come and, take in what we call here, like a community post. And I ask, what is your favorite videos to watch? And yeah, Karina. So you could always check that out. A first world is saying he has been binging the content. I appreciate that so much because we always try to, provide evergreen content. There are some videos I have to update. Like I'll pause the other day. I know we're straying out a bit, but that is all right. Let me just come back to this, and then we'll jump back into that. So I paused the other day. I had a time I went and do Flavorama, and that was up in St. James. I passed that street the other day. That is Barbados Road, and I realized everything closed down. So there are certain videos we'll have done in the past, right, that no longer there. I even passed when I went down to the temple by the sea thread. It have this sugary spot, sugar drop or something. Where what we did there, like a nice little bakery spot. I saw they are closed at the moment. So I'm not sure if they moved or if they're closed down totally. So we'll have a few videos in between now, or places we'd have covered that probably no longer around. And I said I'll do an update on the video itself, like on those videos, to indicate to people, hey, at the time we did this is what it had, but now I'm not sure where they are. But from, I would say, 80% of the content here on the channel, Trinbago Vibes channel, at least I would consider it kind of evergreen, meaning that regardless of when you watch it, it'll always be relevant, especially places we visit. And most food places we visit still around Whoa, Brandon. So, yes, so first of all, I appreciate the support and, of course, everybody who's here. All right, let me jump back into the community tab post. And yeah, as you can see, let me know. I said, let me know what your favorite videos are to watch. Because, here on the channel, I just wanted to get an idea of how we swing. Normally, I have a list of certain videos I wanted accomplished for the year, right? And I would list that down, and then in between, I would either see events coming up and try and tackle those events, or try and implement one of the ideas I have. Sometimes an opportunity would present itself, like if somebody message me and want to sponsor a video and they want to sponsor a particular video, right? I might start looking to do those kind of things. And for me, it's not just straightforward. Some planning is involved. So RJ, sorry, Jesse. I just see R and JC and I went RZ. Yeah, RJ. What's up? So I threw this out to you all, and it's like, out of 306 votes, the majority of you all just watching whatever I do. So I appreciate that 62%. I mean, yeah, some people would enjoy the doubles and roti hopping. We have the budget vlogs, we have the nature beaches. Let me just go through some of the comments on this. You see Sylvan. I'm surprised Sylvan is not on. Normally he's avid person here who always joins us on the Sunday Vibes Live. It's probably because I kind of start late. Start 20 minutes later than I would have liked, for those of you who now came on, because I was having some technical difficulties. But anyway, Sylvan was saying he loved the foodies, the budgets helps, but he liked everything. Yeah, blind cricket. I will still big up that blind cricket because that was an epic one for me. Yeah. I know some of the names, it will, I don't know why it show up at so and so, right? But yeah, they enjoy the episodes. They learn saying events, food, and nature. Because yeah, so this is these comments, I should say, is be kind of cool to read, because it shows that even those of you who are outside Trinidad and Tobago, and like say you have family who have never really visited, at least you get to show them, hey, this is Trinidad and Tobago. At the end of the day, we are a beautiful country. We got so much things to do. Yes, and I will say this. Yes, we have issue with crime at the moment, escalating crime, and a few other not too well off things here in the country. But overall, I think we are still a lovely country, and we are beautiful, and we can make our place much better currently. Hardin is saying he liked the bus ride and everything. I appreciate that. And yes, Hardin, for those of you who don't know, okay, so I start I may skew a little bit, but as topics come up, I will try to jump into it slightly and then come back to this. So currently, we may soon have ferries to Barbados and Guyana. So hopefully, we'll see how that goes, and it'll be a cool concept just to experience that and just to see how it goes. Apart from the Tobago ferry, and well, we'll be doing probably most likely the north to south ferry run as well, from Port of Spain to San Fernando. So yeah, so we did the PTSD buses. So this year, hopefully, I'll be able to do that run as well and show you all that process. So yes, so Hardun, I looking forward to that as well. That'll be a cool thing to do actually. All right. So Saji is saying they love watching all but nature and beaches. I understand that, because the nature and beaches is the RL best, combination. And it's been a while since I've been or done a beach video. So I see that's upcoming pretty soon. And well, in this case, it will be our next Salt Beach. So look out for that. It'll be a Salt Beach for sure. Because all the North Coast beaches and even some of the beaches on our West and East Coast more or less is be covered. But at least here on the channel, we'll do our next Salt Beach. That will be the next thing. And Karina is asking if there will be any merch this year. Now, let me give you an update on this. I will come back to reading some of the comments here just now. So, yes, because like I said, once a question comes along and I could jump into that topic a little bit, I'll do that in this one. So, Karina, yes, merch is coming. I was supposed to sort that out the last quarter of last year. But what happened? I ended up using those funds to travel, and I had some unexpected expenditure in a sense. So I had to put it off to this year. But I have the t-shirts and everything, so it's just to send it to and have a design. So it's just to send it to the printery and organize all that. So hopefully I'm hoping to get that done by the end of February. So after Carnival, God willing. So yeah, so you can look out for that. That there will be definitely be merch. We're starting off with t-shirts. It will be a limited launch, and then if that sells out, then I'll do probably pre-orders for the next batch. So that's how we're going to run it now. So yeah, Sylvan. Yep. So yeah, so actually that design finished since last year, and I wanted to show it with you all. I'll share it with you all. You will see it hopefully before February. So yeah, so look out for that, which will be coming. And we're starting off with t-shirts. And the next thing I'm thinking about is probably the enamel cups. Because yeah, why not? We here in the Caribbean, we here Trinbago vibes kind of thing. Enamel cups is our thing. So I just going back again to some of the comments under the thing. Yeah, there we go. So Indra is saying he love all the videos. Barry, big up Barry. Hey, big up Sylvana. Now pass a comment up earlier. But Barry is he can't pass a double fender straight. I hear you, Barry. And Parvati is like anything. There's always lessons to be learned. And yes, that's what I try to do. I try to like have some kind of lessons. I mean, the food videos, the most lessons you can get is probably certain spots where you could take a chance, and probably other spots you don't necessarily have to. That is as best I could get. Now I've seen some posts, people saying like doing foodie vlogs, right? I am no foodie expert in a sense, and I will always say my taste buds may be different from yours. So, like, I will give you what based on what I think and what I like and my biases, right? It might be different. Your experience might be different. And for probably some of these food spots where we may have been a little harsh on the reviews, I will always tell you all, hey, invite me over, but come on, man, do better than that. People expect a certain quality, you know? So, because I know the weight of our words. And not only myself, others who have a much more probably larger following in a sense, or more dedicated towards foodie stuff. So yeah. So let me move on to Nutella is saying, I love going to Trinidad. Okay, the beaches. And Brandon is saying challenges sounds interesting. Challenges are always interesting, Brandon. And but the challenge I have about doing some of these challenges is because I want to film other content in between. Because some of these challenges I do would be like a week, a month, that kind of a thing. Yeah, I don't think I'll do any long challenge more than a month because I just wouldn't be able to cope after a while. I'll be burnt out. Like I've realized doing the 100 hours a week, well, 400 hours a month videos, I was burnt out for a little while after that because it come like I was kind of vlogging every day. I mean, everything was condensed in 3 videos, right? But I was literally recording stuff every day for the month to break it down to, let me say, half an hour for the most if you combine all 3 videos. So you're talking about a whole month of data condensed to those 30 minutes of viewing time. So I may not necessarily do like longer challenges longer than a month. Hardun is asking for another town roti spot. We might do that one of these days as well. Christina, shout out Sydney. Yeah. I've been in San Fernando, and I have a doubles person there who is like the closest spot to me. So I just walk out and get doubles. So yeah, so shout out Sydney, and I think Christina is always be honking my horn. I think every time they see me walking on the road, walking towards work and stuff. So big up Sydney and Christina. Thanks again for the support for everything. And yeah, and Eterina says everything. So Sylvan is asking, he would like to see videos of dealing with cinemas of old. That will be a real interesting one, Sylvan, and it might be a hard one. Like, how we could do that, boy? Like, off the top of my head, the only way to do it is try and find old pictures of how cinemas was back in the days, and then quote them as they currently are, and just probably find out if we could record just inside, just to see if it still had the same structure and everything. Because I mean, we would know. At least me, I would have been going to National and Empire because I was a South boy in the majority of my life, right? And probably others would be going like Palladium and Globe, and I'm not sure what else would they have out there. I was mainly a Empire and a National person, so yeah. So that would be an interesting concept just to see how the old cinemas were back in the days compared to like what they are currently. Harduna saying, how about a Cheyenne's roti shop? Yeah, actually, Hardin and Science is pricey, and I was actually sometime this year, and I have to either get a sponsor for it or save up for it. I was planning to do two videos, two expensive videos this year, and one is like the most expensive roti here in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And that does not necessarily mean a chicken roti. So I know right now off the bat, the one in Santa Cruz, the lobster roti, is one of the most expensive rotis it have. So yeah, but I'll be also looking into other spots where the price for a roti is high and see if it's more or less worth it compared to, because I mean we know roti spots here. I've been doing cheap eats a while now, and I'm still shocked some of these places have roti for that price. Yes, granted, it's a mini roti, it's not as big as you normally get the those normal chicken roti size, but right, is beef filling just the same. So most, yeah, sure. Corey the Shepherd podcast, food delivery up showdown. You know, Corey, like during the COVID period, so that would have been 2020 to 2022, right? I was actually going to test that. I actually did up a script. I did all the research just to see how those food drop apps work and which one is most efficient. And it just never came true. So that's a good one. I'll try to get that on sometime this year. My problem with that, and I'm even going to give you all this one time with the food drop apps, is the price you pay in for delivery sometimes is much more that or equal to than what you order. So say I order something that's basically 5 minutes away because I'm feeling lazy and I wanted to test it, right? Let me just say I'm not gonna call this was which one boy food drop. One of them, I can't remember. This was a while now. Say I order something for 50 TT. When I checked the delivery and everything, it came close to 100 TT. So I ordered something for 50 TT and everything was coming up to like say 98 TT afterwards. So they was basically charging me almost the full price of one item. So that's off the bat. Yeah, Corey, I find the delivery prices here is be off. I mean, like KFC for example, KFC have a flat. Well, they increase the prices, but they have a flat delivery fee of I think what 25 TT or 30 TT now. I mean, before it was $5 or $10, but yeah, but it's KFC, and you could be ordering a whole set or just a few, and is that is just how it be. I see as soon as I speak about KFC, Fresh Kids Steven on the chat is asking if I ever order 100-piece KFC, and no, but I've seen it because I had a lime I went to, and a partner of mine just ordered level chicken, so and it was probably over 100 pieces of chicken he ordered. So yeah. Fresh Kids Steven is also asking what is the most money you ever paid for food? That would be a hard one. If in Trinidad, that would be a hard one, Stephen, because like the high end restaurants is where I'd have paid more for food than say the fast food spots or the roti spots and everything. But that does include not just meals now, that is drinks, meals and stuff. So I can't really say, but I do plan to do the a top five most expensive restaurants here in Trinidad and Tobago, God willing, this year, right? So yeah. Sylvan is saying that there seems to be a lag and choppiness on the phone. Yeah. I had some technical difficulties and I'm not sure what's happening. I think I'm getting problems with the hardware and with the software I'm running at the moment. So next week I'll have to jump across to something else. So yeah. Sudesh is saying he just watched the Carnival Museum video and is very informative. And do you know if there's anything similar in South? With respect to the Carnival, no, Sudesh, but there is the Mud House Museum in South. So you could check that out. The Mud House Museum is right on the Siparia Old Road. I did a video on it. So you can always Google search it on the channel and you'll see exactly is more for old school and old time traditional ways there. It's a nice cool tour in a mud house back in the days how people used to live. So so yeah, you can always check that one out. So since Sudesh bring up that, let me jump into the normally here we will chat about the Carnival Museum video. And I know a good bit of the comments was like worried about my safety because Charlotte Street is normally, as some people would say, a sketchy street. And like I would always think I had that conception in my head, but it may look, it may have some sketchy people around, but the good bit of times I would have walked up and down there or drive through there, it wasn't as bad. And I went on a Sunday to the museum because toward Sunday wouldn't have any kind of crowd and it would just been easier. And it was a Sunday afternoon. So right after lunch on a Sunday afternoon, town around normally be that side would be dead, right? If um if any incident, and by incident any criminal activities is happening, is normally happen either early in the morning or late in the night, evening going on to night. Not so much during the day. And if it does happen during the day, it's normally be when places busy apparently. So, because as you could, if you, by the way, if you did watch that video and you stick to the end, right, throw in a bonus video where I actually walk through Charlotte Street, and if you watch that video, you would see how more or less empty and closed like the streets were. The streets was not empty, but almost the majority of the stores were closed. And also shout out that chick, and I didn't get her name because, but and I know she was Bayesian because of the accent. I could be wrong to about accent, but yeah, because I was just using the camera, and it just going through the streets and thing, and she's going like, I hope that video get me famous, and yeah, so I had to like go back and throw that in. So Sylvana asking if I've got any literature or booklets from Sunday. No, the museum is relatively new. It just opened in 2002, so they have a few exhibits. Oh yeah, I did get a little booklet on Midco, and I'll plan to do a video of that. That is a local pan company, steel pan producing company right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And oh yeah, I think I'm not sure if the results are out, but we have the national junior or the junior pan finals going on at the moment. And well, they started since 9 a.m. this morning, so I'm not sure. Results should have been out by now. So yeah, but we'll jump into that late in a little while. So the museum now came out. They now opened its doors in 2002. So they now building up and they now opening more exhibits. But I have to shout out Christopher, right? Christopher Neil, the tour guide. That dude, it was so cool because he was somebody young and he was a panist too. And by panist, I mean he's played the steel pan for the silver streams, the nutrient silver stars, sorry. And yeah, so so it was cool just to get that tour and to see like someone that young giving that tour and showing that interest into the history and into the culture and everything. I think we need more of these kind of museums here. And going back to Sudesh, any other museum I come across in the Southlands, I will let you know because I'm sure they they have one called the Cocoa Pile Museum. That not so much south, that's more central Trinidad. So that is more Flanagan Town. So that is more Tabaquite side in a sense. So yeah. So that's the next one you can check out. But most of the like big museums that are north is in Port of Spain. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, I appreciate first of all, I say the videos are awesome. I do my best to try and create for you the best videos possible. Sometimes I have some challenges with some corrupted files and whatnot, but I still try to give you something worth watching. So I'm glad to get feedback. I know sometimes it's be a little too fast and there's still room for improvement on certain things because I recognize this when I watching over stuff. Like sometimes in the editing process sometimes I was miss a things here and there, and I'll be like, I should have done this better, and I should next time I have to do that better. And this year, I told myself, all right, retrieve, take your time. We are fighting up. you know some of the things you would like to see and like to improve on, and that's what we're working on. So still, I appreciate all the feedback and everything, and I appreciate you all for giving me that thing. Now back to the Carnival Museum. It was also interesting, right, to find out the history of the actual building itself. So like I said, the outside, at least the first floor, well, you saw the photo. I forgot to give props. That was FCB building. So it was the Trinidad Corporation, and then First Citizens Bank in Trinidad bought over that building. So yeah, so that image came from them in some research via Dominic Calipasad, who is also a news anchorage here in Trinidad and Tobago. And Mark from Apang's Meets, big up yourself. You know, they also watch the videos on Saturdays with tea. I could do with some tea. No, wait, Mark. I think I'll go and make some tea after we come off the live. I know we start late. Normally, I would around this time start to wrap up because tomorrow is a work week. Don't mind we in the carnival season. So yeah. Yeah, first world, some of the buildings in Port of Spain, you'll be surprised. Like they were built from the early 1900s, and they'd have gotten updates, but some of them still have their original structure, and some even have the original wood. So it's always be interesting to come across those, for me at least, because it's a part of history that we may one day be just in photos or these kind of videos. So it's just be cool to capture it while I can, you know? Hey Gary, big up, big up. Thanks for joining us on the live this wrongs. So yeah, so it was epic to visit the museum, and this is my first visit. Like I didn't get a chance to read all the background info on all the women of Calypso, but we have a good bit. Like I said in the video, for those of you who watched it, yeah, I was so shocked. We had so much people. Like I didn't know a good bit of them, but some of them is like, huh, I did never heard about them before. And if you click on the description, the like when you hit more on it, so you have the video, and then just below the video have the description, and they have more like the little write-up. If you click on that, you'll see the chapters and everything. But I also went and found links on YouTube to a song to that relates to each woman you see, woman of soca you see in the video itself. So it was pretty cool, and I did take a listen to it. So you can also check out their works as well. Right. I know earlier we had certified boss, you know. He's a black man is his last name, so he would belong to the black man family. So yeah, you could have seen his probably that have been his great grandmother or grandmother, you know, Abby Blackman. Yeah. Apangs, yeah. Message me, Apangs, and we'll organize that. DM me on either Twitter or Instagram, and we'll organize a kind of collab out for that. So yeah, look, I guess look at that. I enjoy this. You know, look out for something from Apang's Meets coming soon. Yeah, so we'll organize that. First of all, saying he loved the Magnificent Seven buildings, and I agree. Me too. I was fortunate to be able to do the Milford, right? Because the Nicely Natural National Trust owns that, so I was able to do that during our Diwali time here in Trinidad and Tobago, and I was able to do Stallmeyer's, right? Because, well, not inside Stallmeyer's, on the outside, because they have a exhibit at the time. I think that was Central Bank exhibit, like a painting exhibit. Speaking of which, right? I know we wrap up on the carnival video. I hope you all enjoy that. Actually, let me before I get ahead of myself, because I'm watching the time and it's like, okay, before I get ahead of myself. Yeah. How surprised were you all when you realized there was two videos I dropped yesterday? One was the main video, and the second one was the walkthrough through Charles Street. Plus one or two clips at the end, like the bonus clips, I would call it, right? And the little read-throughs. So I'll give you all some BTS stuff and thing there. So I hope you all were surprised and enjoyed those two things. I know I could have combined it in one, but I didn't want the walk away to take away from the museum itself. So I wanted that to be its own thing, and the walk would have been a nice little sprinkle on top bonus. So yeah, so if you get a chance to, if you didn't realize and also if you go and search for the second video, right? So at the end of the Carnival Museum video, there's a bonus clip. If you search for that on YouTube, you will not find it. That's just uh a bonus, if you made it to the end of the video. So you could, just in case you didn't see it yet, you should go back and check that out after the live. So yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Right, now just moving on to some upcoming free events, because people will be talking about the Stallmeyer's Castle. And starting on, let me just check and see, yeah, from January 23rd to March 9th, there's going to have the Peter Minischel exhibit at Stallmeyer's Castle, and it'll be open to the public. And this will be with the thing boy from the land of the hummingbird. So Peter Minischel, for those of you who don't know, is one of our biggest, one of the most iconic maskmen it have. One of, right? If he real big in the dance, he have won a good bit of titles. He did the 96 Olympics. Yeah, he was the inventor of the how you call the balloon thing that will be floating up. And I think he also created Saga Boy and yeah. Now, if I'm off about this, please forgive me. You can always let me know in the comments. But because I might be Peter Minshall, boy. Yeah. So yeah. So that is upcoming from January 23rd. So if you all who is here in Trinidad and Tobago, well, Trinidad time, could check that out. Check out his exhibit. Also on the 20th. No, sorry, the 27th. The 27th of this month is the Pigeon Peas Festival. That will be in Diego Martin. So if you haven't seen if you don't know what the Pigeon Peas Festival is about, is basically they have this expo showing you how versatile the pigeon peas is. And I would have done a video on that last year, so you could check that out. So in case you want to check that out this year, it is on the 27th of this month in Diego Martin. Right. We also have the John Cupid Carnival Village is opening in the Queen's Park Savannah on the 19th. So you all could check out that. Most likely one of these Sundays, if it opening on the 19th, let's check in something here. 19th. Probably either the last Sunday of this month or next Sunday. I might go live there. I'm not sure yet. Most likely it will be. I'll see how the week goes. Hopefully it'll be next weekend, but we'll see how that goes. So probably the next live, I'll be there. If not the next live, we'll be back here. Then the following Sunday, we'll go down there and check it out and do a live in the Carnival Village itself at the Queen's Park Savannah. Of course, it's open to the public. These are just some free events you all could check out that is upcoming. So yeah, so that's the next aspect I'm trying to do here during the lives. If I come across any free events or any events I would have done already in the past, I'll let you all know. So at least you all could watch the videos to see what you all could expect and go and experience it yourself. Because there's always be a cool thing to experience these things. Yes, Sylvan, hit the like button. Now, for other plans for the month, well, since we went through these things, the next video drop, I'm finally going to drop San Fernando Hill. So that is going to be the upcoming video. Now, mind you, here, you are my closest peeps here. I still didn't get permission, but it's like, whatever. We're just going to drop it and done. So the next video going to be San Fernando Hill, and followed by a beach video, most likely, or might do a fete. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. Michelle is asking, what about the Blue Food Festival? I will look into that when it's closer to the time we're coming out, because this year I said, yeah, I'll try and check out that this year. Because I know I tried the pigeon peas, I did mango mealy and everything. So I'll say this year I'll actually try to time it such that I could either be in Tobago for the Blue Food Festival. I'm not sure if we have any down here in Trinidad, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I heard and check out the Carnival Village, and yeah, I just seen. So yeah, so the next public live, well, the first public live for the year will be the Carnival Village, right? So you can look out for that. The next video going to be San Fernando Hill. One of the videos in February, God willing, will be the first doubles hopping video for the year. And I'm going strong with that one in terms of finally, if you have been with me on the live from way back when, from probably the first set of lives, I think I'd have dropped this idea. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I think I'd have dropped this idea for doubles hopping along the east-west corridor. So that is happening soon, and the video will be out in February. So yeah, and when I mean doubles hopping on along the east-west corridor, we're not driving, we're on the bus route. We're traveling to each spot, and we do not know who we're gonna try or what we're gonna find, because essentially it'll be a challenge video and a double topping video, yeah, combined. So yeah, so we starting from City Gate, we'll be stopping off at different junctions, and then we're going to look for the closest doubles person there, have try the doubles, and then move on. We might reach Grandi and then that is it. But we will see. Or might stop off in Arima. I'll just see how the flow going and how much battery life I have and how tired I is. But yeah. Harduna saying everybody else, bro, who would have posted stuff on San Fernando Hill, trust me, them ain't gone through those bureaucracy in a sense. Like this week here, I'll try back again, and because I've been trying back a while now, but I haven't gotten any response from forestry and from the minister of. But whatever. I have that there recorded everything. It's to me is San Fernando Hill from my experience, and it's gonna be a kind of epic video, so you can look out for that. Yes, there will be some food in that as well. Spoilers, because I have to show out the food spot that I tried in that video and at the base of the hill. Real nice spot. So look out for that. You will be getting a double topping. The first double topping should be the east. I shouldn't say yeah, because I was gonna. I paused for a while because I said the first doubles, but the first video of the year where I did the top 10 zones, right? I 8 doubles there, West Indian doubles. So it's like, but the first doubles hopping would be in February of this month. I'm kind of excited for that in a sense. That will be interesting, but we'll see how things go. Right. So we about the wrap up end of the live, like this part here. Last week I wanted to do a segment on the news and everything, and we end up on a kind of depressing note, I think. So I say this year I'll try it, well, this episode and going forward, I'll try to look out for any fun bits here here in Trinidad and Tobago, some positive vibes in a sense, and end off on a positive note, because tomorrow is our school week, tomorrow is our work week, tomorrow is our Monday. So we don't want to kick it off with the same rhetoric that if you go anywhere else, that's what people are talking about. And it's not like I've mentioned last week where we head in Nissan. We understand the challenges that we have here in the country, right? But at the same time, it's bad, but we're not too bad in a sense. I mean, some people will experience it close to home, and I pray for you all, and I could only imagine what people would go through. But we still have so much things and to see to do here in the country. We can't let fear get the better of us. So yeah. So with that being said, this week here, Tuesday gone, we sent off one of the greatest prime ministers we ever had, Mr. Basil Pandey. People could feel free to disagree with me on that, but there certain things will no one is perfect in a sense, and we cover this, but for the majority of what the man did for the citizens, regardless of status, regardless of creed, color, he was one of the few who really followed the anthem. Here every creed and race find an equal place in a sense, right? So yeah, he got his send off um Tuesday in a historic send off too, because this was the first time in the history you had a state funeral, a Hindu state funeral, so a state funeral under Hindu rites. So we got to witness that. For those of you who tuned in to TTT, or well, I was watching it on TTT, and it was like, wow, this is the first time this is history here. And I said in this one, I have to love them or hate them, whether you support them or not. I have to give the government credit for putting on a state funeral. Forget whatever news coming on and how much they cost something, but imagine they put on a state funeral for a, a past prime minister who is opposed them every step, everything they was doing, who used to be on the opposition side, and who they had to fight, who used to fight back against them. So that is to show you the kind of character and the respect the man had. Just seeing. Right. And also at that event, dread. You would have seen the memes by now, right? Past finance minister Miss Karen Teixeira hop in offense, and past chief justice too, because they didn't get an invite. Ugh, the laugh, the meme. To me, she kind of take away from the moment a little bit, and it was fun. You know, we Trinidadians is like, we don't stick with the memes at all, Dread. Hey, Elisha, good night, good night. Sylvan is saying, if I get a chance, check out some of the movies he acted in. Yeah, I think that was that clip. First, what he's saying, he saw the clip where he say, and if you see me, fighting a lion, or lioness, feel sorry for the lion. I think that's the most viral clip he has. So people have been sharing that all over the place. Oh, yes, and in other news, right? I have to big up the St. Margaret's Boys Anglican School. They are 2024, primary school pan winners this year. And also the Tiantec New East, which is New East Side Dimensions, Tiantec New East Side Dimensions. They are the small band panorama winners, 2024 winners this year. I wanted to search on YouTube to see if we could find these tunes that they played so we could take in. And yeah, I think we'll do that now, and then afterwards we'll just really say looking to follow Karen and Jump CIC Fets. Boy, that's certain fets here in Trinidad and Tobago, right? For those of you who have tuned in and not sure what a fet is like a party, a carnival party here, right? Yeah, just in case you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, boy. Have certain fets here in Trinidad and Tobago. It harder to get than Forex, and Forex already hard to get. I mean Forex, I mean US, right? It harder to get than US. Yeah, like CIC one is one. Soca Street Festival is the next one. Those two is be like, where you getting those, boy? So yeah, I understand, and you see what our finance minister did earlier this week in jumping our fence. I mean, I understand she was the one who financed. She was the finance minister at the time that the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts was being built. So she was like, "Hey, I finance this. I could jump in." Yeah, the Silver Fox had a way to shit you up while you feel you're being complimented in a sense. So yeah, let me jump into the world of YouTube. Let's see what we're looking for, but I wonder if they'll have it. The St. Margaret's Anglican. No, let's see. 3 years ago. So not ago. Oh yeah, hey, I am living my life. Big up, I am living my life. She's always be in a I don't know, boy. She just willing for everything. So shout out, I am living my life here. This is what we taking in this tune. she's being all these fats and all these panting. So let's go and forward it a little bit because I want to hear the tunes before. So these are youths, and like Gary was saying, the youths are in good hands, Dread. First, what they saying, have you gotten accustomed to hearing your own voice while editing? Yeah, long time. So this is engineer. Let me know if you all hearing this, right? Because I'm not sure. I know I'm playing it, but I'm not sure if it's being heard. No audio. All right. I had a feeling that that'll be the situation here, because like right now, OBS just gives me a problem, shred. So all right, so big up. This is Margaret Boys Anglican for that performance. You can check it out. That's something good. And I wanted to also check out the new Eastside Dimensions, you know. So that's about it. I Trinbago vibe peeps. What do you mean no audio? You stop hearing audio from me? Or what's it like? Because I seeing an error. But could someone let me know if you all hear me still? Because I'm not sure if I on or if I stick. Going to assume you all could still hear me. That is the kind of shitty thing, boy. I wanted to take you that with you all. But yeah, so big up. I am living my life. All right, she's being all these fats and pan stuff. So back to what First World is saying. All right, thanks, Michelle. Back to what First World was saying, right? He was saying that they have some YouTubers who hate hearing their voice after a while, and like I don't really get that in a sense, right? Because I mean, you should know what you sound like, and sometimes it becomes like white noise. I mean, I understand watching yourself on TV sometimes you might get fed up of it, but for me, nah. I agree. That is something I get accustomed to, right? What will get me annoyed in editing would be if the file is corrupted, or if I record something too quickly and I can't use it. And sometimes I forget that when I'm capturing something, the slower it is to capture it, the better it is for me. I can always speed it up or whatever. So sometimes I be capturing something, thinking, moving at the same speed as how my faces move, how my eyes move, and that is something you should never do, because it is always good to capture, when you're trying to capture something, capture it in a certain frame. Well, I'm not sure if frame is the right word, or a certain way now. So, and then the slower it is, the better it is. It'll just be easier to edit. And yeah, that's about it. I thought we had listened to a little pan, but I gotta try and figure out this, or find our next software to use outside OBS, because yeah, Dread, it's starting to give too much problems now. No, it could be the hardware I'm using, right? Because right now I use the MacBook Air, and it's probably getting old. And yes, there are a few things Carnival time would have, apart from the fets and the panorama that's going on right now. We have the king and queen competitions going on. We have stick fighting going on, and we'll also have like Kaiso and extempo and thing going on as well. So yeah, like so when people say what makes Trinidad Carnival different, it's just we have so much different things going for us around this time of the year. And I think that's about it for this one. I didn't well, we started late and we ended roughly in an hour's time. How we normally end it here. So thank you again for joining me on this one. I guess yeah. Yeah. If I continue to talk, I was gonna say we reached the deep end in a sense. We reached the point where anything goes. I've binged out the Brothers Son on Netflix. I found that to be a real epic series, by the way. It was balanced with the right amount of action and humor and a few in between stuff. The Brothers Son. That was real cool on Netflix. I also took in what Fool Me Once. And that was real suspense and everything, but I hear everybody was rating it up and stuff, and I watch it out. It was alright, but I just find it has certain aspects, certain characters doing things stupid in a sense. And I was like, why would you do this? And yeah, but anyway, that's as much as I got. The latest movie I saw was Wonka, which I found was what was good, and I was watching that before New Year's. So yeah, that's about it for me. And yes, first will is editing is a good bit. At least the way I edit, right? I can't speak for everybody else, but the way I like to edit is sometimes I try to keep it simple, and then sometimes in the edit when I editing, that's where the story unfolds. And yeah, so and that's where I actually would put together everything like pieces of a puzzle. So yeah, so if you saw, by the way, if you saw the like I would have gone live Friday and I would have given a rundown on that editing process, at least the beginning, but I did that on the members group because I was planted that on the member section. There's also Patreon. I'll be launching my Patreon this week here. Feel free, the first episode will be free and open to the public, so you can take in that, and then everything else will be behind the paywall. And like I mentioned last week, like if you decide to join the Patreon, all the funds we bring in, and that's basically if you want to support the channel, will be put it into videos that we are doing throughout the year. And of course, your names will be big up in the videos because that's how we roll here. But yeah, but that's not a necessary thing. That's only if you could, And yeah, other than that, hope you all have a great week, have a safe week, have a productive one. And yeah, just be safe on your roads. If you all fit in next weekend during the week, I'm sure because we have what 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks for Carnival, so it'll be fete after fete after fete and things going on here. So you all have a good night, have a safe night, and I'll see you all in the next one. So next week we San Fernando Hill, and after that hopefully we on a beach. So I'll go on later. And thanks again for bearing with all the technical stuff that has been happening here on the live. So yeah. How are you doing, Sylvan? First world, before I go, I finished the third season of Cobra Kai. I still have the others to watch out, but other than that, yeah. I've seen it. I find that's a real good, series that is going on at the moment. Karate Kid kind of thing. That's kind of cool. Anyway, peeps, I'll see you all in the next one. I'll go on. So next week we either in public or we back here. We go see. But if we back here, that means the following weekend, the following live will be in public. Right, out later. You all have a great